Good day, everyone. This is Teacher June. Once again, welcome to my channel. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell para ma-update tayo sa mga susunod pa nating tutorial videos. In this tutorial video, what we are going to learn is about one of the mathematical systems. As we can recall, mathematical systems consist of the four important terms in geometry. These are the undefined terms, defined terms, axioms or postulates, and theorems. We are done with undefined terms. Meron po tayong tutorial video about undefined terms. You can check the video. Makikita niyo po siya dito sa upper right corner ng video na to. So we are done with the undefined terms. So we are now down to defined terms. Ano nga ba itong defined terms? When we say defined terms, these are terms with precise and concise definition, meaning meron siyang exact definition. And actually, the definition of defined terms ay karaniwang nanggaling siya sa undefined terms. These are terms explained using undefined terms. So meaning, yung mga undefined terms na na-discuss natin in the previous tutorial video, those terms are useful in defining these defined terms. Ano-ano nga ba yung mga defined terms in geometry? Here are some of the defined terms in geometry. First one we have is the line segment. As we can remember, line is an undefined term, but line segment is defined term. Line segment is a part of a line that has two endpoints whose length is fixed. Ibig sabihin, unlike sa line, di ba yung length of the line is infinite, it extends in both directions, may arrowhead siya, ang tinutukoy ng arrowhead na yon is that a line can extend in both directions. But in line segments, it is clear in its definition that it has two endpoints. Meaning, wala siyang arrowhead, meron siyang endpoints. And in that case, dahil meron siyang endpoints, yung length niya is fixed, definite. Ibig sabihin, kung ano yung nakikita natin dyan, say for example, we have this line segment here, kung anong nakikita natin na length niya, that is fixed. It will never extend because it has two endpoints. Hindi siya mag-extend dahil meron siyang dalawang endpoints. So in this case, we have line segment and the two endpoints are represented by capital letters A and B. So we can name this line segment as line segment AB, or in symbol, we can write that as AB, and a symbol of line segment above, pwede natin itong basahin ng line segment AB or simply segment AB. Next on the defined terms, we have ray. Ray is part of a line which extends in only one direction indefinitely. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya katulad ng line kasi yung line, it extends in both directions. Ibig sabihin, nag-extend siya sa dalawang directions. Samantala, yung line segment naman, it doesn't extend in all directions kasi meron nga siyang dalawang endpoints. Samantala, yung ray, it extends in one direction. Nag-i-extend siya pero sa isang direction lang. Because, as ray is illustrated here, it has an arrowhead, meaning on this direction, it will extend indefinitely, infinitely, endless, but it has a beginning point or a starting point in which at this point, the ray will never extend, only in this direction. So this ray here is ray AB. It is denoted by two capital letters. We have A, B, or in symbol, we can write this one as the two capital letters AB with a symbol of array above. Or we can read this one as ray AB. Next is angle. What is an angle? An angle is a union of two rays with a common endpoint called vertex. It's a union of two rays, meaning it is consists of two rays. Suppose we have one ray here. This one is ray AB. We have ray AB and another ray, which is ray AC. So we have two rays here, ray AB and ray AC. These two rays have common endpoint. Nasaan yung common endpoint niya? Nandito po yung kanyang common endpoint. At ang tawag natin sa common endpoint niya is the vertex. Now the question is, how will we name this angle here? This angle here can be named angle BAC or angle CAB. Kahit alin sa dalawa, angle BAC or angle CAB, for as long as A is at the middle, because A here or point A here is actually the vertex, so dapat yun ay laging nasa gitna. So you can name this one angle BAC or CAB. Or simply, you can also name an angle by its vertex. The vertex is at point A, so therefore we can name this angle as angle A. So these are the three ways on how to name this angle. Angle BAC, angle CAB, and angle A. Next we have is collinear points. What do we mean by collinear points? These are points that all lie on the same line. Ibig sabihin, etong mga points na to ay matatagpuan natin sa iisang line. Suppose we have 3 points here. Points A, B, and C. How will we know that these points are collinear points? These points are collinear points because they lie on the same line. Ibig sabihin, they are aligned on one line. So, therefore, we can say that points A, B, and C are collinear points. Next, if we have collinear points, we also have non-collinear points. Ano naman itong non-collinear points? Are points that are not on the same line. Kung yung collinear points are points that are on the same line, eto namang non-collinear points is the other way around. These points are not on the same line. Suppose we have 3 points here, point J, point K, and point L. We can say that points J, K, and L are non-collinear points because they do not lie on the same line. Pag nag-drawing tayo dito ng straight line, it may contain point J and point L. Maaaring collinear yung point J at saka yung point L. Pero kung isasali natin si K, the three of them are non-collinear. In the same way, pag nag-drawing tayo dito ng line, maaaring point L and point K are collinear, pero kung kasali si point J, meaning these 3 points are non-collinear points. Next defined terms, we have coplanar points. What do you mean by coplanar points? These are points that lie on the same plane. Suppose we have this plane here, and it contains 3 points 3 points on a plane, we have point A, point B, and point C. So these 3 points are on the same plane. Ibig sabihin, nasa loob sila ng iisang plane. So therefore, we can say that points A, B, and C are coplanar points because they lie on the same plane. If we have coplanar points, we also have non-coplanar points. These are points that do not lie on the same plane. Ibig sabihin, hindi sila nasa loob ng iisang plane lamang. Suppose we have two planes here, the yellow plane and the pink plane, and we have 3 points, point A, point B, and point C. As we can see, point A and point C are on the same plane. So meaning point A and point C are coplanar. But if we are going to include point B, since point B is on another plane, therefore we can say that points A, B, and C are non-coplanar points. Bakit sila non-coplanar points? Because point A and point C is in one plane, while the other point, which is point B, is in another plane. So therefore, these 3 points here are non-coplanar points. So these are some of the defined terms in geometry. We now come to the third part of mathematical system. We have the postulate. A postulate is a statement that is assumed to be true and accepted without a proof. So meaning even without proof, these statements are accepted to be true. Example of these statements are, number one, we have two distinct points determine a line. Suppose we have 2 points here, and these 2 points here determines a line because the shortest path from this point to this point is actually a straight line. So this statement, two distinct points determine a line, is a postulate. It is not proven, but it is accepted to be true. Next is, if two planes intersect, then their intersection is a line. Suppose we have two planes here, the yellow plane and the pink plane. So yung intersection nung dalawang planes na to, yung yellow plane at saka ng pink plane, is actually this part here. So on this part here, we can actually draw a line. So meaning the intersection between two planes is actually a line. Next on the mathematical system, we have theorem. Theorem is a statement that follows logically from previous definitions and principles, a statement that can be proved to be true. Example is, if two angles form a linear pair, then they are supplementary. Suppose we have two angles here. This angle here measures 60 degrees, and this angle here measures 120 degrees. So these two angles here are considered linear pair. Bakit natin siya tinawag na linear pair? Because these two angles form a straight line. And we know for a fact that when two angles form a straight line and they are considered to be linear pair, we know that they are also supplementary. Ibig sabihin, the sum of their measurement is equal to 180 degrees because 60 degrees plus 120 degrees, that is 180 degrees, and the two angles are supplementary and they are linear pair. Okay, so that will be all for today. Again, God bless everyone and good day.